It is Friday, and as always, I'll share my honest week in the markets. What I watched, what I got right, what I got wrong, and what I'm looking into for the next week. So, first things first, what I watched in the previous week. I was having a close tab on the oil prices, as in the previous Friday's close, the oil was near the resistance, and on Monday when the markets opened, the prices in the oil fell sharply, and as of today, as I'm recording now, the oil prices are nearly 10% down as compared to the previous Friday's close. So, what this means for the market is whenever the oil falls, the market tends to react positively. So, this fall in prices of the crude oil was very positive for the Indian markets, as our economy is quite dependent on the crude oil prices. So, now the next point, what I got right, as the oil prices fell sharply, so I was keeping a tab on the auto sector, which was near its breakout. In the previous week at the closing was it was already near the breakout point, the breakout which I defined as per my system. So the fall in the oil prices was positive for the auto sector, and this I was watching closely. So this week the auto sector is already 5% up from the previous Friday's close, and this is just the sector which is 5% up. Think about the stocks that are within this sector; those are running like a cheetah. Now, next, what I got wrong. I was holding a stock in the FMCG sector for nearly last 1 or 1.5 months. So after post its results, it gave me dividends as well. But somehow my thinking was that the stock has closed below 50 DMA, so it will go down. Uh, Even after my stop losses were not hit, stop loss was not hit, I exited my entire position in that stock. But and took a loss of 1%. But now, when I see the stock is 6% up from my exit price, so the this is the beauty of stock market. You think that you have got the trick to crack it, but somehow or the other it is a mental and patient game. Mentally you should be very strong and keep patient. So yeah, that was the wrong part. Now, what I'm what I was surprised to see in the market was I could see a divergence in the large caps and the mid space. The large caps took over the market this week, and they were outperforming the mid space. Now, what I'm looking forward for the next week is I'll have a watch on the Nifty 50 uh, levels of 24,450, because that was the previous resistance that Nifty didn't break. And also I'll look for the price action in Nifty, because there were gaps which were formed this week. There were 2-3 gap up openings. So yeah, it is very the next week would be very exciting, I guess, because there are gaps on the downside and there is resistance on the upside. while wait and watch where Nifty goes. Also, as auto sector has performed, I'll also keep a tab on the banking and the financial spaces, because when the auto sector performs, it is beneficial for the banking and financial space as well. And lastly, I'll have a close look on the oil prices, because that was the source which pushed the markets up. So yeah, that's it for all. We'll meet next Friday. I'm Shubham Agrawal. I'm a full-time investor. Thank you.